We gotta stop stressing. That's what we're talking about today, boys. Because I don't know if you guys ever now and again have a day, or maybe like weeks or potentially months, man, where you're just in that cycle of kind of stressing out. Kind of like over caring about like what your next step will be, what you're gonna do. Because at the end of the day, right, we all just want to be financially free, and I know that's like creeping in hard on practically everyone, man. It's kind of odd because I remember being like 18, man, and like I was making enough to survive, even though back in that day, like I wasn't like making good money at all, and it was totally fine. Like I had enough to survive, and it's kind of weird, like looking now, where it's like, man, I could compound that by like 5 times, and I have done that, and it's still kind of rough to like survive out here. So I feel like we're all kind of like in this. Unless you're already financially free, I know a lot of us have like side hustles. A lot of people are selling courses and business courses, and I want to talk about that a different day because man, it's a sleazy scam. I've noticed. Majority of the time, maybe there's some good ones out there. I imagine there would have to be some genuine ones, but man, I just feel like a lot of us are stressing ourselves out. Like, what's our next move? And I think it's kind of a symptom of we know that kind of everything's in a downward spiral right now, especially right now, right? Like, it's like, oh man, what's this year gonna bring? 2025 has already been super weird, and it's kind of like everything's been so odd the past like I don't know, man. Like almost 10 years, like maybe since 2016, but it's really ramped up in the past 5 years. It just feels like everything is so odd, man. And we're all kind of in the same boat of like, man, we need to find a way to kind of break out of this matrix because clearly the people in charge aren't taking care of us, and I guess I don't know. I want to say they never have, but man, things were a lot easier. Like even 10 years ago, or especially like 15 years ago, man. Like things were just so much easier and stuff. Like post like 2008 when the market did crash and it kind of bounced back, it kind of seemed like everything was just kind of normal in a way. Like things kind of were smooth sailing. Like you can kind of do whatever. But it could have been my age too, where it's just kind of more blissful. Kind of seemed like life wasn't that crazy, right? Like yeah, there were still like wars going on and whatnot, but that's besides the point, man. I just want to talk about stress and like kind of overwhelming ourselves and just realize, man, at the end of the day, like nothing like truly matters in a sense. I know that's kind of a weird, potentially weird way of looking at it, but like you gotta try to like kind of ground yourself and realize like this is just a fleeting experience and none of us necessarily has to be here. And I know I've said that before, but I just truly believe that, man, where it's a good thing to, at least for me, to keep in the front of my mind every now and again when I feel a little like stressed, or it's like, man, because at the end of the day, all I want to do, man, is just take care of the people around me. Like I've noticed from my highest highs and my lowest lows, like everything always kind of works out in the sense of I'm still here. I ate today, and I'm sleeping with a roof over my head, so everything's technically taken care of that needs to be, for my immediate survival. And I think really that's at the end of the day all that truly matters. Like I know we definitely want to be financially free and like chase our dreams and whatnot, whatever that may be for you, man. But I think at the end of the day, we all have the same kind of goal, right? We just want to be happy, healthy, and in a sense wealthy, but that kind of depends on the person, right? Like that depends on like how much wealth will actually buy you your happiness. A lot of people think that's going to fix all their problems, and at the end of the day, man, it really will fix a lot of problems. Like especially if you're in debt, right, or you're working a job that you hate, so you are just wasting your time slash your life, right? Just kind of not feeling fulfilled, man. And it's rough out here because I know a lot of us just don't feel fulfilled, man. It's almost like we're just grinding away to kind of get this like income to just pay for our normal stuff, man. Just try to enjoy our life the best we can. And it's hard, man, especially when you're working a job that just totally drains you, and then you come back home at the end of the day, right? And maybe to fill that void, I definitely did this where like I'll like order out, I'll eat out a lot because it kind of just felt like a nice thing at the end of the day, like something to look forward to, as something as small as that. And I eventually took that a little too far. It wasn't like too crazy, but I eventually got to a point where, man, I was so drained at this job I was working at for a majority of my life. And it was like one of those jobs, man, where it was good enough to stay at and not bad enough to leave. But it was like, man, it's like everything on the table for me at this moment is technically worse, pay wise, benefit wise. And yeah, man, that's like a weird line to be in where it's like, man, I almost need this, but it's like, man, I'm not happy here. So I eventually would, I'd start eating out a lot because I did have the expendable income to do so. But man, I kind of regret that. I kind of wish I would have just got my stuff together. But it is what it is, man. It was meant to happen. And I'd play like a bunch of video games too. Like I'd get home, I'd order some food, oh, yeah, like order food, play a lot of video games. Like I'd hop in a Discord call, play a lot of video games, and like have some brewskis at night, man. And I wasn't going like necessarily overboard, but it definitely wasn't like a healthy lifestyle, and I was wasting a lot of money to try to cope with that, like not being happy at this job, man. And so it's like it's weird, man. There's almost like the only like real option to feel like free is almost like, oh man, it's just at the end of the day, like doing something you enjoy and being lucky enough or have the drive enough. But there is a luck factor for sure that it works out where you can like pay for your life while doing something you enjoy, and then you're just like truly enjoying your life in a way. And that is like the dream, right? For literally everyone, man. And I just feel like we all kind of stress ourselves out so much. And it does make sense because it's like, man, days are flying by, our life is passing us by, and really at the end of the day, we just kind of want to do what's gonna make us happy. And how do we get there? Especially on days where you don't really feel like doing anything or you're drained, but you just gotta push in one aspect or another. Maybe just in some way, just keep moving that needle forward, man. Just remember like what the goal is, right? Because the journey is, even though it doesn't necessarily feel fun, this is the fun part in a sense, right? Like kind of building up, because this is the times you're gonna look back and it's gonna feel rewarding, right? Like if you just got all that money in your pocket today, right? Like I mean, we all would take that, right? Like I would even take that even as I'm saying this, but if you earn it, for sure, man. If you earn it, you'll look back and you will feel like, I don't want to say prideful, man, because I do think pride is kind of bad. It's not a good mentality, but it's a weird line. You can be like happy for yourself, but I do feel like pride. I don't know. Makes me because I do feel like you got to be humble at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, man, we can't. None of us can do this alone, man. It is connection based. It is across the board. Be it maybe you were born into the family. Maybe it's people you know that got an in. Maybe it's one of your family members owns a business that you can get an in on, right? Or a friend, some kind of connection, right? Or even if you're doing anything online, man, it's not like you necessarily can do it on your own. Even if you're someone who just like talks to a cameraman, like you need people to support it. Like we're all in this together, man. We all get to pick and choose who makes it here. um and that's a blessing and a curse in a way, man. It's a blessing and a curse because in a way I guess not everyone can, but I don't know, man. I feel like there is enough wealth and resources that everyone can. It's just like we're kind of playing this fake kind of pretend game, right? Like who can acquire more resources and whose net worth is higher. But nah, it's like, bro, I think at the end of the day we all just want to do what we enjoy and have food on the table, maybe have a you know nice connections with some people and stuff. Like I don't know, man. It's like it's so obvious, and I feel like it almost sounds cheesy saying that, but it's like, bro, the fact that that is the answer. Like all of us just want to be happy, have food and shelter, right? Like, oh man, it's just like the fact that that is the answer and we have the resources to do so. I just don't know why we don't do it, but that's there's theories and rabbit holes for that. I suppose that's definitely a different topic for a different day, man, for sure. But I just wanted to get on here and talk, man, about stress because, and honestly, man, I was talking to my mom earlier today, and she's like, she's not in a financial place she wants to be in, at especially at her age, man. And our family history has been very odd. I'll talk about it someday for sure because you know it's real, I suppose, and maybe someone out there could learn something from it, or I don't know, maybe it'll help in some way that someone also made it through something weird. I don't know, man. But the thing, but so she's been stressed out and whatnot. And she just stresses herself out way more than I guess you'd feel this way with anyone you care about, way more than you wish they would, man. Because it's like things will work out. We just got to keep pushing forward, man. And really, I guess that's what I'm just trying to say, man. It's like I know sometimes we stress ourselves out and trying to get to a better spot in life that we want to be at, right? And at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. So I do think there needs to be a little more empathy with that too, man. We're all on the grind in some way or another, man. And just wanted to say, man, just keep pushing the needle forward. If you have a dream, if it's playing guitar and making money from that, if it's streaming, a lot of it's internet based now, right? Because I mean, it's kind of nice to be able to just like sit in your room, sit in your car, and make something that people enjoy, So if it be that, man, it just push the needle every single day. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to fire off on all cylinders every single day. You just do a little bit, man. If it's making videos, maybe you backlog a little bit. And I'm a big fan of backlogging across the board, man. Like because there might be days where you're just not in the vibe to do whatever you're doing, be it like editing or showing up to stream or commentating like your boy over here. Like some days I know that I might not feel that way, so I try to just, if I'm thinking something, I just try to capture it. And like at the end of the nights, man, I just try to kind of just push the needle a little further, be it capture some gameplay at the very, very least. That's like if I'm really not feeling good at all, or just push the needle forward, man. Be it kind of editing, even though obviously your boy over here isn't editing much, man. Just raw takes, raw commentary on life and whatever's on my mind, man. And so just want to say, man, don't stress yourself out too much. Try to enjoy things, and remember, like, the journey will be the rewarding thing. Just keep pushing forward, man. Just don't stop. Really, at the end of the day, just don't stop, and I believe things fall into place, man. So let's stop stressing out. But thanks for listening to me rant, boys. Make sure to do something for yourself today. Make sure to do something for someone else today. Regardless, boys, throughout all the stress that we've been through and potentially will go through again, we got this, bro. Take care.